I'm JoJo the Song Witch, and this is the Song Witch Podcast. Alchemy for the Modern Mystic. Ask you a quick question. On a recent episode of your podcast, you talked about how this phenomena is so personal to you, and because you know your family has experienced things, you've experienced and witnessed things, and I just wondered if you could elaborate on that a little bit for us.
Yeah, of course. First of all, my aunt is a shaman. She does ceremonies in Nayarit, and my mother, she taught me a lot of different philosophies throughout my life, and she got me into something that is called self-valorization, which is like a Gestalt kind of
Can you say that?
self-valorization, like
Polarization?
self-value
Okay.
courses. But
Okay.
I found out through time because I grew up with a lot of stigma towards that because it's my mother, like whenever your mom wants to get you into something,
Yeah.
you go like,
Yeah, it's not cool.
But when I grew up, I understood that what my mom was teaching me with that, and this is like, it still goes on in Mexico and in many places in the world. It's essentially how to understand your psi abilities. And I found out, like, when I started doing the podcast, I went back to my mom and I was like, so that's what that was. She was like, yeah,
It all just clicked for you.
dude. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And when I was younger, when I was like 11, 12, my mom went on a peyote trip with Maracame, which is one of the shamans from the south of Mexico. And she brought the Maracame to the house. And this Maracame was performing sort of rituals and singings and with kids. And when it was my turn, he told me to close my mouth, and he grabbed me by the face and he started singing, and he told me to keep my mouth closed. And at a certain point, I felt like my tooth broke, and it was really strange. And I kept my mouth closed. The shaman noticed that I was like taken aback, and he was like, spit it out. And I was like,
What?
my mom was there, my brother was there, and I spat it out, and it was a little red rock about this big, like dark red. And he told me that he took that out of me because it was hurting me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that was one of my first experiences.
Wow. And you were how old?
11, 12,
Wow.
something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that with me.
Of course.
I was so curious. I wanted to know more when you said that, and that
Yeah.
is.
There's a lot of stuff that has happened. Sometimes I feel like stuff has happened to me that has made me feel sort of protected. I don't know why. My mom went to Japan like 15 years ago with my brothers, and I didn't want to go. My excuse was really lame because I used to be really addicted to some substances, and when I found out that I couldn't smoke pot there, I was like, I'm not going.
Where in Japan, you said?
In Japan, yeah. And they went. I stayed the whole weekend there. They stayed there for a week. That weekend, I got really drunk, and I went to sleep in my mother's bed. And I was so drunk that I went to sleep like with my face up. And I don't know if I dreamt this, to be honest with you, but I felt like something that was like a person that was shadowy grabbed me and turned me to my side. And I thought that I dreamt that. But when I woke up, I had puked all over to the side. And I woke up like that. I wasn't with my face up, I was to the side. And I puked everything. Had I not done that movement, I probably would have died in my vomit.
Right. Oh, and you think that something was protecting you,
Yeah.
telling you to move, or moved you,
I
or
literally
something.
felt
Yeah.
that something grabbed me and turned me on my side.
Wow.
Yeah, and I still don't know if that was a dream or maybe I just turned them myself, but I told my mom that, and she was like, "It's your grandma,"
Yeah.
because my grandma is no longer there, and she
Yeah.
believes in that sort of stuff.
Yes.
But I don't know what it was really. Maybe it
I
was.
feel like sometimes we talk ourselves out of that stuff too because we
Yeah.
don't want to believe it because
Yeah.
we've been so programmed not to, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot though, but I'm gonna start doing a lot of videos with a lot of those experiences because I've been a little
Cool.
bit shy about it. Because initially I was like, I gotta be more pragmatic. I gotta be more objective. But
Those days are over.
as I've spoken to people,
Yeah.
especially experiencers,
We
I'm
wanna
like,
hear it.
I gotta be brave.
Yeah.
I gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
want the
start doing it
personal
more.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's where we're at now.
Yeah.
With everything, you know? We want real experiences. And
Yes.
yeah, I'm excited to see what else you have to say.
Let's see where it goes. Yeah.
Well, this is I'm Tammy, and this is the Song Witch podcast, and this is Pavel, part of Psychoactivo podcast, and we're so happy to be here at the Age of Disclosure premiere here in LA. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Really appreciate taking time. I know you're busy. And,
I appreciate it.
yeah, thank
so
you.
much.
This
Take
is
care.
the Song Witch podcast, Alchemy for the Modern Mystic. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.